Why?
I'm joking. Just don't talk that much, okay? So,
Why?
alright, so welcome to Game 2 of the Ch1nkMonster 5v5 Classic. New teams this time. First two bans going out are Shen and Udyr. Udyr is a very strong jungler right now. I don't know if I would throw out a ban on him, but, I guess it's an okay pick in my opinion.
But banning Shen is kind of a must because
Oh, it's
he
just so strong right
so
now.
much control. Like, you could be ganking another lane just by using your ult. You get across the map easily.
Yeah, once the other team has a Shen, it's just so hard for you to go in and on an aggressive kill because you just never know, is this fight gonna turn out to be a 3v2? The Shaco
Oh,
ban,
Ben.
another ban that Team One Oak runs almost every single game. Shaco is not game breaking, but he's just so annoying to play against. Lee
And it looks
Sin,
like Lee Sin's banned.
it just seems like Purple Team just wants to get rid of all the good jungling options.
Like I seen in our last game, Lee Sin is
Lee Sin
pretty strong.
very strong. Helped secure in our last game. It helped secure Purple Team Dragons very early. Next,
Morgana also a strong ban.
now Morgana, that in lower elo play, that's just almost a must because a good Morgana can completely change a team fight by spell shield, flash, ult, and there is just there's just almost nothing the other team can do about that. They're gonna have to burn their flashes, or they're gonna have to burn a ton of abilities just to get out of range. The final ban going out on Kassadin. Now that's an interesting one because Kassadin seems that he just has so many counters mid lane to where he's just not ban worthy anymore.
Also, to me, he's kind of like a solo queue champion. I don't see him doing that well in a team game.
Yeah, assassins like that, they just don't seem like they have enough, too much of a role in a team game. The only thing I can see is that might line up for some good ganks bottom lane, but that's all I can really see. That's all I really see assassins doing.
Yep. Let's see
Who is Azeroth going to pick?
Vayne.
Vayne. Now this is a Vayne is a very strong ranged AD in the late game, but I don't know if I would have thrown out the pick on her first. I think I would have seen to see what the other team was picking for their ranged AD and decide if Vayne would be a safe pick. Vayne has a very weak lane phase unless played very well and usually almost always comboed with an Alistar.
And it looks like Purple Team picks up Lulu. Now we don't know if that's top, mid, or support Lulu.
Heck, we've seen Saint Vish just run at jungle.
But support Lulu is really annoying. It's like having a Janna uh and Lulu just does a lot of damage.
Yeah, Lulu can completely turn a trade around with that polymorph because the other AD's feeling very confident, engages on your AD, boom, polymorph. For the next second, you just can't attack, and that basically lets your AD land about one or two extra auto attacks, which can really turn a trade around. And it looks like they are going to pick up Nocturne for their jungle. And if we're looking at really strong junglers in terms of just clear time ganking and just like tank and survivability, Nocturne was really the last strong pick that was available.
Yeah, with the counter jungle meta
Oh,
that M5 introduced, Nocturne is a very strong oh, Trundle's also a very strong jungler.
now it's just going to be interesting to see if this guy can pull off Trundle. Trundle is a very I would say hard champion to play. His CC is skill shot dependent, and he's just you have in my opinion, in order for a Trundle to be good, the player has to be very good and experienced with Trundle.
Yes, but they're Trundle and Nocturne both very strong junglers in the counter jungle meta that M5 introduced. Um, and they're both very good for team fights. And also, with the Warwick pick, I'm surprised he was open. Warwick is definitely ban worthy. The suppress is just very strong.
Hmm. Now, right now, um, it looks like I'm gonna go ahead and say that blue team is looking really strong right now. In terms of their late game, Trundle, Warwick, and Vayne all scale very well into the late game, and there is the Kog'Maw pick, which is almost expected now. It just seems like the game now no longer is complete unless one of the ranged ADs is playing Kog'Maw. Now, it's just going to be interesting to see what a Sivir.
Oh, it might be Kog'Maw mid.
This might be an AP Kog'Maw, just like we saw last game. That poke was just very, very strong, and the other team just didn't know what to. Blue team last game just did not know what to do about that poke that Kog'Maw was throwing on them. And it looks like we have a Twisted Fate locks in, and almost immediately, I guess, securing that he is not wanting to play support.
It seems like there's some miscommunication.
Yeah, it seems like Blue Team is really treating this like a solo queue game where they're arguing over who is not going to be support, and that's actually one of the advantages to being a support main. I usually never have to argue for my role.
Seems like Dead Rage is deciding whether to pick Alistar or Blitzcrank, both very strong supports and team fights.
It seems like whoever they're going to pick are whoever between Alistar and Blitzcrank. Those are usually two very strong combinations with Vayne. That Blitzcrank can usually just get a knockup. Oh, switching to Vigar support. Now this might be a very interesting pick. Oh, and just Blitzcrank right at the last second. So, looks like what bot lane's plan is going to be, they're probably going to try to grab maybe, Vayne might try to grab Condemn at level 1, hope that Blitzcrank can get a grab and just immediately condemn them into the wall. This is actually going to be a very, very strong lane, and Purple Team is going to have to watch out for that Blitz grab, because if Blitz grabs or lands a nice grab in a bush or near a wall, it's almost going to be over for Purple Team.
Oh, so it's confirmed that it's Lulu support. Seems like What's Up is picking the top lane right now, and seems content with Yorick. And that Kog'Maw bring the heal. I don't know what he's running. He might run on hit mid Kog'Maw because on hit is magic damage.
Yeah, the thing, I haven't really seen it done that often, but I've really been interested in trying out, like a Wit's End, maybe like a Wit's End top Kog'Maw against maybe like a Vladimir or a Kennen. Just seems like it'd be a very strong pick, just with that extra magic resistance shred. And it seems that, yes, Lulu was a pick for, Laver, who I guess really just want to make sure that the enemy team did not get Lulu as their support, which is, Lulu is a very, very strong pick in my opinion, but I don't know if I would have gone with that first pick. I mean, it's not. I guess they really didn't have anyone on their team that they really wanted to get. Other than
and
Lulu.
Support is a good first pick because you don't really pick to counter the support.
You pick to counter the ranged AD, and they pick that last after they pick their AD. Now, Purple Team's bot lane looks like it is going to be very strong. That Sivir, in my opinion, is actually a very, very good pick against Blitzcrank. That Spell Shield is actually going to be able to block some grabs, probably, or the Condemn, and it's just going to end up that the combo that Blue Team is going to try to pull off, at least one of the spells is going to be blocked by Sivir's Spell Shield.
Also, neither bot lane has sustain. So we might be seeing a lot of kills going on bot lane.
This might be a heavy kill or an extremely passive bot lane. It's gonna end up going either way, in my opinion.
Now looking at the summoner spells, for top lane, Yorick versus Warwick, Ignite is definitely needed on both champions because of their sustain. And it looks like Kog'Maw is bringing Ghost and Flash, which is understandable because Kog'Maw might need that movement speed to get in range for the ult.
Albert, bump it.
And so we are going to have a 2-minute delay right here before we can get into game. So Albert,
Vayne did not bring heal.
yeah, Vayne bringing cleanse, which is kind of interesting because I don't even probably for Lulu's exhaust, but interesting. I don't know why she would.
There's There's really
Yeah.
nothing to cleanse.
I mean,
Or maybe the polymorph, I guess.
yeah. I mean, I'm assuming
There's
that's.
Nocturne Fear maybe, or
I
York
mean,
Slow,
I
but not
she.
really much.
The whole thing is that usually you want to bring cleanse if you have like a if you have like a Soraka, I guess, on your team, and you're expecting the other team to have an ignite. You're expecting.
Or if playing against like Ash
Oh,
or Taric.
Ash cleanse is almost a must because if Ash hits you with that arrow, if you have no way to escape from it quickly, you can be done in just a matter of seconds.
But I wouldn't throw away heal for cleanse against the Lulu because you can still move while polymorphed.
And you
Like,
can still
I would
heal
bring
while
it against a
polymorph.
Taric. Yeah, I would bring it against a Taric because you wouldn't be able to move. But I don't know.
Although if the Vayne is very quick with the cleanse, Lulu can actually end up baiting her own ranged AD by polymorphing and giving her ranged AD a false sense of security, like, okay, he's polymorphed, he's not going to be able to auto-attack me, I can land a couple free autos. If Vayne can get a quick cleanse off, it can turn a trade around and possibly end up with a kill.
Yeah, that's true. And it looks like Blitzcrank is bringing
Ghost and Flash.
so their bot lane won't have a heal.
Yeah, their bot lane, for blue team, looks like their bot lane is going to be going extremely aggressive. And overall, one thing we might notice is that blue team does not have an exhaust. They have two ignites, a ghost, and a cleanse. So this is going to be interesting. And it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a grudge match up top. What's up and Daryl Sung both know each other in real life. Actually, pretty good friends. So this is gonna be interesting to see how top lane turns out.
Also, it's a TF was a really interesting pick against Nocturne because TF can get countered by Nocturne if he decides to ult. Nocturne can just counter ult.
Hold on. Hey, my game is actually glitched, so I'm gonna close and reconnect real quick. Reconnecting right now, so I'm good. All right.
Now skin advantage. It's like both teams have two skins.
Yes, they do. And if you look, that boomerang or what is the name of Huntress?
That is a limited edition.
Is that
not limited edition, but legacy skin?
Which skin is that?
I don't know what it's called, but
I have not seen that
know
skin
it's
before.
legacy.
So it looks like skin-wise, blue team or purple team might have the advantage because even though it is two skins to two skins, purple team does have a skin that is no longer available. That Twisted Fate skin, I do believe that is still available on the shop, isn't it? That looks
Yes,
like
it's pretty new.
That is a recent skin. I don't even think I've seen that one before. Lil Slugger Trundle, that is actually one of my favorites. That is the skin that I have when I play Trundle. And then we have another Caterpillar Kog'Maw, I believe.
Oh, that's the comment from last game, I believe.
I'm sorry, not Caterpillar, Butterfly Kog'Maw.
So we'll be seeing the same mid Cogmore from last game. He did pretty well.
Yeah, he did very well. He really chunked them last game. I'm going to be interested to see how he does this game against a more conventional mid like Twisted Fate rather than Galio.
I want to see how he can do against TF's ganking.
Ooh, this is gonna
catch up.
If a
keep up.
See, a huge thing is that these players are random pugs. These guys are not a huge team that they have played with before. So the thing is, they are on Ventrilo, so they do have communication. Twisted Fate might be able to pull off some very nice ganks right here because for this Twisted Fate, this is going to be basically like a solo queue game, except he's going to have better communication with his teammates, and he might be able to pull off a couple really nice ganks this game. So we are in game now. We have Daryl Sung signaling everybody to fall back at the fountain right off the bat, pretty conventional buys going out right here. Lulu just starting off classic 4 wards. Vayne appears to be AFK, and this is actually really gonna hurt purple team's level 1. I mean, sorry, blue team's level 1. Vayne's still AFK.
However, blue team still should invade. Oh, it looks like Vayne's back, but it looks like blue team still should invade because once Blitz can grab someone, it's kind of hard to get away.
Yeah.
It would take time for the other team to.
This is a very, if you just look at the buys, this is an interesting pick that Sivir got, starting off with a Doran's Blade when she has no sustained support bot lane.
Also, Blitzcrank picking up the Mana Crystal. Looks like he won't have any. Looks like there won't be any wards for blue team bot lane.
Yeah, it looks like that blue team bot lane is really just they're really just going for this heavy aggression bot lane. They picked up the Mana Crystal, so that's actually, if they do get into a sticky situation right there, Blitzcrank's shield is going to be a little stronger than had he started off with a Fairy Charm. Overall, Nocturne kind of doing an interesting pick, starting off with Cloth 5. Nocturne does have some natural sustain, and it just seems like maybe Boots 3 Pots would have been a better pick on him.
And Trundle starting with Boots 3 Pots.
Trundle is starting with Boots 3 Pots, just a little... Oh, it looks like they are taking the Wraiths right now, and Purple Team is just completely oblivious. Daryl Sung taking one of the little Wraiths. So, looks like the pull has gone out on blue buff. And Trundle looks like he is going to be able to take this red buff rather easily with, he's going to be able to take this red buff rather easily. Like, no, they are not contesting that at all. Oh, Trundle looks like Trundle is going for an early gank top lane right now. Oh, what's up? Burning his ghost early, knowing that he is just in a really tough situation right here, and he just does not want to die. Okay, Trundle heading back into his own jungle. Seems like he's going to get his own blue, and now it looks like Nocturne is following up, and Daryl Sung has no idea that this is coming in. He might be getting back right now. I don't know. He did not see Nocturne. Nocturne is going to hit that. He's going to flash almost immediately. And it seems that What's Up actually has no summoners left right now. He burned his Ignite rather early, thinking that he was going to get that.
But Warwick also does not have his flash, so the next time Nocturne ganks, it could be a kill.
It could be, yeah, it could be a kill for either lane next time a gank happens, because they both do not have their summoner escapes.
Seems like Nocturne's hitting mid.
Nocturne looks like he is lining up for a gank at the middle lane right now. He is going in on Omni right now since he knows that he does not have his stun card. And he's landing some massive damage, but Trundle comes in just to scare them off. And they did end up...
like Nocturne doesn't have his fear.
Yeah, Nocturne looks like he got Spell Shield at level 2, thinking that he was going to sit in the jungle and he just wanted that attack speed that comes with the Spell Shield.
But he got counter jungled by Trundle,
yes,
so he can get to that level 3.
Yes, he did. Trundle actually has a pretty big advantage on Nocturne right now. And it looks like Nocturne has not even cleared the small camp. Here, I can actually, sorry, I can turn this off real quick. Yeah, there is still a small minion left right there. And Nocturne just, that means that his red is not going to be up for a long time. Trundle is trying to come in for a gank right here at bot lane, but they do have it warded, and he is going to have to leave rather quickly. So, if we're looking at the CS of the ranged ADs right now, Vayne is up 17 to Sivir's 11. And Sivir just leading with that spell shield, hoping that Blitzcrank doesn't grab her. Bot lane is actually doing a very nice job right now of zoning Purple Team. Blitzcrank being up there, playing very aggressively, and Purple Team is just scared to move up. You can see that we are only a couple minutes into the lane phase, and Blue Team has already enacted a 400 gold lead over Purple Team.
If I was Purple Team, I would have Nocturne put some pressure on Bomb, because letting Vayne get an early advantage is not very good.
Not good at all. And it looks like there is a gank coming up top lane. If Nocturne can land the fear, this might be a kill on Daryl Sung. I don't think that Nocturne has even learned his fear yet. Oh, this is very... Oh, he has 1 point in fear, and he stops Daryl Sung from backing. But it looks like Daryl's going to be very safe and head down bottom lane very, very far, just hoping that no one stops his back this time. And
Seems like they decided to play it safe and not turret dive, because Warwick could have turned it around with a Q.
With a nice Q, just give him that heal. It can be a lot of unexpected health coming back to him, and I guess they just really didn't want to even try for that right now. Mid lane is pretty even right now, 26 to 29 CS. Top is 22 to 18, pretty even. The jungle CS is 23 to 19, but the real difference. Oh, never mind. Sivir has caught up bot lane, 34 to 29 CS.
It seems like purple team's bot lane is just deciding to push because they can't really passive farm.
Yeah, blue team's still having that 400 gold advantage over purple team so early with no first blood going out.
And Ch1nk has 2 more creep kills than Lulu.
Yeah, and if that's
huge advantage.
That 40 gold advantage. And I believe that. Well, no, I think that just evens it out because I believe Lulu started with the masteries that allowed her to have more gold to start off with. So that's just really evening it out right now.
True.
Ch1nk throwing out the ignite on What's Up, and he has Blood Send. TF coming in to gank, and that is going to be first blood on what? Oh, Ch1nk has drawn first blood on What's Up, and this game might be over before it's even started. There is already a 1.3k gold advantage in blue team's favor. It looks like there is a fight going on in the jungle right now between Trundle and Nocturne, but Trundle is just too strong. And it's just not going to turn out in their favor. Trundle is waiting there. Nocturne does throw the ward down, so he is aware that Trundle is waiting there, but it just looks like he's just going to try to keep them from taking top turret right now.
Looking at bot lane, Vayne is still ahead. And Sivir is still pushing. I guess that's the only thing she can do.
Oh, and that was a very nice block on Blitzcrank's grab that Sivir just landed with that spell shield. Overall, right now, the gold difference still 1,200 in blue team's favor.
And looking at mid, they're going in for the kill, and looks like Trundle grabs the kill, and Trundle almost falling to the Cogmaw.
Ooh, very close, but just not enough to take him down. Things are not looking very good for the purple team right now. I mean, this is obviously a game that they can still turn around very, very, I'm not going to say easily, but if, with the right plays, they can turn this game around pretty quickly. But it's just, so far what I've seen, it just seems like purple team is not as coordinated as blue team has been this game.
And I really like blue team's team comp a lot more. Vayne is stronger than Sivir late game. I'd say Trundle and Nocturne are pretty even in team fights, I'd say.
But the thing is that Warwick over Yorick, Warwick provides that suppress that's just going to eliminate someone from a team fight for about 2.5 seconds and allow catching to happen. There is a lot of damage going on top of Ch1nk at top lane right now, but it just looks like he is going to back off, and he might even be recalling right now. What's Up does have Ignite up, and this could be very, very interesting right here. Warwick does have his ult. Warwick does have his ult and flash, so I don't know what's going to go on here.
Looks like Trundle's heading
they are engaging bot lane. Lulu has been grabbed. Vayne pinning Lulu against the wall, and just a couple more auto attacks, and she just escapes with a sliver of health. That was very, very nice play by purple team in order to get out of that, and a very nice play by Blitzcrank to get in that situation in the first place. Alright, Sivir getting smacked around right now. It's just not enough to kill her. Alright, there is some skirmishing going on at mid. And let's just let's take a look at character gold compared. Vayne is at 2.7k to Sivir's 2.1, so there is a 600 gold advantage going on. 600 gold advantage going on at bottom lane. Oh, it looks like we might have an engage up top. What's Up is fighting Ch1nk, and Trundle is coming in for the kill. TF has ulted, and Trundle with a very, very nice place Pillar of Filth, and it just looks like What's Up is going to fall very, very easily. But he did ult, and he has come back to life, but it is just not going to be enough. He is chunking down Twisted Fate right now, and if he's just not going to be able to grab a kill right there. Very, very nice play. Very nice coordinated play by blue team. And Ch1nk is flashing on Warwick. Sorry, Ch1nk is Warwick, flashing on top of Nocturne, but he really didn't get anything to come out of that.
In my opinion, that was a that was a waste because he didn't have any CC to slow
He
Nocturne
didn't
down.
have any CC, and he didn't even have any mana to land any, like, a Q. I guess he was just planning on flashing in there and auto-attacking.
And Trundle was too far away.
Yeah, that was a bad play on Daryl Sung's part, but it looks like his team is going to carry him. And I'm just joking if you're watching this, Daryl.
And looking at the items, looks like blue team, they're like it looks like Trundle's buying wards. Well, Nocturne is too, and Nocturne should because Trundle's been in his jungle all game.
Now, if we just compare, I'm just looking at gold right now. You know me. I just look at the global gold advantage. Bot lane, Vayne has over 700 gold on Sivir. Trundle, currently 300 gold ahead of Nocturne. Warwick is, here's a big difference. Warwick is 1,100 gold ahead of Yorick. And Twisted Fate currently is 500 gold ahead of Kog'Maw. So everybody on their team is losing in gold. And I just don't know if Purple Team's going to be able to pull this one out, because that is a very nice placed Pillar of Filth by Trundle. TF is coming down. Amazing grab by Blitzcrank, and it just looks like Sivir is not going to be able to take this damage, and she falls very easily. 4-0 advantage in Purple Team's favor, and it looks like
Blue Team's going to grab Dragon.
Sorry, in Blue Team's favor. I did say Purple Team, my mistake. And then that's just another kill on top lane. It just...
I think it's going to be a 1-for-1.
Oh, it may be a two for nothing. Daryl Sung pulling off a double kill top lane, counter ganking very, very nicely. And this is going to be a dragon. This is going to be a dragon for blue team, and this might be game over right here. 6 kills to 0, 1 dragon, 5,000 gold advantage at 12 minutes.
Also, blue team kind of has a stronger team fight comp. They have a lot more CC, and it doesn't seem like Pro team can really catch up. And Kog'Maw does have more CS than TF, but he can't really keep up with TF's ganks.
And we do have a little bit of some controversy going on in all chat right now between the two teams. Daryl Sung asking the obvious question to the enemy team: if they are so frustrated with Twisted Fate, why didn't they pick Twisted Fate? But Nocturne coming back with a very classy, because fuck him, that's why. So the whole Nocturne's whole strategy right here is, even though Twisted Fate is very, very strong, just fuck Twisted Fate, you know?
And although we saw, last game we saw Kog'Maw have success in team fights.
Oh, very nice grab going on to Sivir right here, but it just looks like she was able to spell shield Vayne's Condemn, and I don't know if they're going to have the damage that is needed to kill her. Nocturne, I never complained. Wait, yeah, I did. Still, shut the hell up. I didn't know this combo. I am assuming that Nocturne meant to say combo, but just he probably accidentally typed the O before he typed the B, and that's a very inefficient strategy when it comes to typing in chat, because it might end up that his team does not know what he is trying to communicate. Trundle looks like he is going to be taking their blue buff right now, giving it to Twisted Fate. Oh my, this is just sad. This Nocturne is just he's just so far behind right now. He's about 1,000 gold behind Trundle, and he has given 2 kills to the enemy top lane. What's up is 0-4, and this top lane is just like dominating right now.
Pro Bowl team is chasing blue team on bot lane right now.
There are pings being issued out by both sides. TF is coming in for a very nice counter gank, and Lulu is going to go down. And they just barely did not get that pin on Sivir, but Vayne does tumble, causing them to blow Summoner Heal, but only 1 kill picked up for blue team. An extraordinary counter gank, turning something that might have ended up being in blue team's favor in purple team's favor, heavily into blue team's favor.
Now, purple team has made many mistakes top lane this game. They
Sorry.
fed Warwick and then
Daryl Sung and just Daryl Sung grabbing
getting
that
another
godlike.
kill, feeding him even more.
I guarantee Daryl would probably get more gold taking golems than killing Yorick right now.
And the mistake they made, like, they fed Warwick early on, and then they tried to redeem themselves by going more aggressive.
And then you just see this Trundle easily taking the blue with almost no contest by Purple Team, and they didn't even know what was going on until after it was taken. You know, I feel like this game might be a surrender at 20 going on here. This Nocturne, they are giving some very, very, I mean, I don't know if these are statements that could be made in such a low elo game. That he is the best Blitzcrank in the game. I don't know if that is possible. He has landed some very, very nice grabs, but I just I haven't seen him at a high enough competitive play to know if this is just a very accurate statement. Oh, it looks like he might actually not be the best Blitzcrank in the game, missing that grab just barely. This Nocturne claiming that he is the best Noct in the game. And with that claim, I would never want to play with a Nocturne in my entire life if that is the best I'm going to get. Nocturne lining up for a gank in the tri-bush. The reason that I don't agree with this right now is Nocturne is completely weak to where Vayne could probably just kill him one-on-one.
Looks like it's a...
This is going to be a 3v1 gank right here, and Vayne just tumbles directly out of Nocturne's fear. And they pick up the kill. Oh, but that was a very nice flash by the best Blitzcrank in the game, picking up the kill on Vayne. I mean, Sivir. Yeah. And
it looks like Ch1nkMon got taken down. I didn't see.
Yeah, Ch1nkMon did get taken down by Warwick. Oh, the Warwick is 8-0 right now, building a Wit's End in a Chain Vest and Ninja Tabby. There is just not much any AD is going to be able to do to this Warwick right now. He just has so much armor. Right now, he does have 146 armor. That is a very, very high amount. Comboed with that Wit's End, he is just going to be able to go in there. His auto attacks are going to do so much damage, and he is just so tanky right now. Looks like he has built that into a Frozen Heart, got the Ruby Crystal, and he is buying a couple wards, I'm guessing, for the objectives like Baron and Dragon. We are approaching the 20-minute mark right now, and here is just the question, is if Blue Team is just going to surrender with that huge 10k gold advantage that Blue Team has right now. I just don't... Sorry, I said Blue Team surrender, I meant Purple Team. I just don't know if Purple Team's going to want to go on any longer.
And looks like there are pings on bot lane and Dragon. They decided to team fight. This might be the last fight of the game if they decide to surrender at 20.
Blue Team looks like they are just going to pick up this Dragon with very easily. It is not warded on Dragon. They do have a ward down in this area, but that is all that they have.
Seems like they don't know. This could have been a really good time for Purple Team to come back because Warwick is top.
Warwick is top. Blitzcrank is in the jungle. They could have had a 5v...
Or 5v3. Like, yeah, Blitzcrank.
And the thing is, yeah, that could have been a 5v3 fight. They could have picked up at 3 kills and a Dragon, which would have given them at least like 2,000, probably about 2,000 gold globally. And the huge thing that would have done that fight is it's not so much as they would get Dragon, but they would deny the enemy team from getting Dragon.
Looks like Blue Team is gonna gank Yorick right here.
It looks like they are lining up for this right now. Daryl Sung just farming minions right behind the tower, and he is just gonna clear the tower, just go straight in there. Ult, what's up? Very, very nice placed Pillar of Filth. What's up is just not gonna be able to take that damage.
TF is coming in.
TF coming in to secure this kill, and that is gonna be game over. It is 14-1 kills. Ch1nkMon looks like he's trying to pick up that kill on TF, dropping oh so very low, but just unable to do it.
Now bot lane, Purple Team is pushed to the turret. And Vayne and Blitzcrank know that purple team won't be coming anytime soon to help. It's like Blitzcrank, the best Blitzcrank just missed this grab. I'm starting to question.
And then the surrender does go out. This is going to be a game pretty easily won for blue team. And then we are going to see the GG well played going out. But Daryl's...
HP.
Yeah. Cogmont, not a lot. Spelling a lot incorrectly. It is actually 2 words.
I believe that it could have been played better, and I thought the Kog'Maw pick for bottom lane was better because Vayne is a hybrid carrier fed, and you